It's an absolute pleasure to stand in such a vulnerable, rather magnificent RV Institute of Management. I am Vedh and I am a student of RV Institute of Management with specialization in human resources and marketing. I work as a human resource trainer and a recruiter for the US market, and that's my profession. If you ask my passion, I am a public speaker. I have my own blog. I write blogs, and I have my own podcast. I do podcast, and then I am an aspiring YouTuber, and I do a lot of content. I do content writing, and I love public speaking. So this is all about my passion. So it's startups are always nice to work because you get a lot of exposure there. You get to get on your knees and think, use your creativity, use your mind. It's nothing like you are put down to some set of rules and regulations or some standards wherein people say like, hey, look, this is your job, you're doing only this. You cannot do something else. That doesn't happen in startups. It's always nice. Me personally prefer working for startup. So as this talk is going to be a bit different because I standing here with I believe 8 to 15 minutes in my hands. So I would not be touching up concepts like how to clear interview, how to clear aptitude, how to face interview, and how to do something that the recruiter picks you, because it's already been done. And the data that is shared here, I believe you people had a lot of questions. It's nice to see that so many of you are interested and you're asking questions that shows your interest in placements. Because come on, at the end of the day, MBA, why do you come to MBA college? True, placements. If it is true, loudly, why do you come to MBA colleges? Before getting into MBA college, what are the ratings do you give? How do you rate a college? Placements, package. Let me tell you, don't go by the whims and fancies of the package. Not always. Think of the role. There is something like my career, there is something like my growth in my career. Money is not everything at that point. You don't have to get out of the college with a very fancy package. Yes, competitive spirit, very much important. What package I have got in my MBA, everybody will ask. If not anyone, who will ask your package? Relatives. Good, relatives. We are experienced. Our relatives ask. Parents. Yeah?
चार लोग of the society.
क्या करेंगे? चार लोग क्या कहेंगे यार? किसको मुंह दिखाएंगे हम लोग? कितना कमाता है बच्चा? 20,000? Why did you do MBA for 20,000, right? So, yeah, package is important, but not everything. So, you should see what is the role, what am I going to do there, and always have this one question in your mind, what is it in for me there? No matter you're in any MBA college, no matter you're aspiring for something, no matter you're doing something with your life, always think if you're doing something, what is it that is in for me in that place? And then you will love your job. Believe me, I have been working as a recruiter for 6 months, and I always had this aspiration that I want to work as a human resource guy. So people told me, get into marketing, there's a lot of money in marketing, and you'll be doing well. But no, I didn't want to be a marketer. I didn't want to go by, somebody else's suggestions, what they gave me. Because human resources always excited me. Please keep this in mind. Don't get influenced on your selection of your specializations. There will be people saying, hey bro, that human resources, no money at all. Marketing, huge money. Some will say, marketing, you're not in a place, you have to keep roaming everywhere. Don't do that job. Get into human resources, sit in a place and work. Get into finance, do data entry, do whatever do you want to do, but do work. You get money there. That's a wrong decision. Never go by somebody else's decision, because just imagine if you want to get married, will you still ask somebody, oh, should I go and get married to that girl? Do you do that? No. Then come on, how can we take up such an important decision of marrying someone? No. When we can't take up this important decision of marrying someone by asking somebody else, why are we taking up such important decisions of selecting specialization, selecting something that is important for my career based on somebody else's suggestions? So now that was enough of Gyan. Let me tell you, I am not here to tell you how to clear an interview or how to get the best of the best packages. How many of you, let me start with this question straight right. How many of you are here with the mindset that I want to have the highest package? I should have asked this question in the beginning, right? Highest package. Come on, everybody. I said don't go by the whims and fancies of the package, and now hands are down. Okay, let me ask this once again. How many will ask समाज वाले क्या? How many will think that दुनिया वाले क्या सोचेंगे और इसके लिए मुझे highest package चाहिए? Raise your hands. You, please. I. All of us. At the end of the day, we want, right? We want money. We want a package. That everything is there at one place. But remember, at least me, why I got into MBA college is because there are so many different reasons for somebody to be a Master of Business Administration. If I ask you, what is MBA to you? Anyone, randomly. First thing, MBAs have to be on their feet anytime to take up the opportunity, stand and speak. Why MBA? Okay, come on. Why is it that you, out of all those courses, all those master's courses, you opted for MBA?
Opportunity. Answer.
Yeah, tell me.
To improve on the skills what we have.
Sorry?
To improve the skills what we have.
Improve your skills. That was one of my reason.
To make the skills in practical.
Yeah, you have to build on the skills, right?
Yeah, like what we have studied in theory, we want to practical.
True, practical knowledge.
To build network.
To build network. Okay.
Sir, to rectify my
Call me Vedh. My name is Vedh.
Yeah, hi. To rectify my mistake.
Rectify your mistakes looks like something serious. Okay, I had come to MBA to build on my skills. People told me you go to MBA, learn management, build on your skills, learn how to manage people, you will build on your public speaking. As I told now, I am passionate public speaker. I love speaking to people. That's how I entered MBA. I remember standing on the podium and saying, hey, hi, this is Vedh coming from a very beautiful coastal town of Karnataka, Karwar. And now, from then, I was an all-time host for RVIM Institute of Management. All the functions I used to host. That was something I had come to MBA for. And I'm very sure, all of you might not tell it loud. I never told it loud like, hey, look, after the end of 2 years of MBA, I want to be there. But then I feel content at the end of the day, I know to my subconscious that I wanted this in my life. I was expecting this out of MBA and I did it. Placement and package was not everything there. Back then, when you enter, you people are all fresh, fully fresh. You are getting orientations, yet the finance classes have not yet started for you people. Perfect, everything is great. You are in a right state to think why you are in MBA, why you are in RVIM Institute of Management. Did you read that line, we prepare you for life? I read it and that dragged me here. And I feel to some extent that is really true. That is true, they do prepare and it's not on them, it's not their responsibility. Until and unless you get up from your seats, until and unless you go and grab that opportunity, until and unless you say that, hey look, there is something out in the market, why are we not getting it in our campus? Why is it that I'm only stuck with my finance books, with my marketing books, with my target publications? Why is it that those courses which really the industry and the market demands is not in a college? Until and unless you speak out for yourself, nobody is going to help. They cannot prepare you for life until and unless you are ready to do that for yourself. Perhaps what will happen is, you come like any other batch, get fancy packages, get out. Then when you are out in the market, there's no difference between an MBA or an engineer or a doctor. Everybody looks the same. Come on guys, we are professionals. And we should be proud to say that we are professionals. And never say that I'm a professional. Your actions, the way you talk, the way you greet, the way you meet people should all speak for you, should all speak for your degree. You'd have heard people saying, oh, you're an MBA, right? Everybody does. Right? So many people do MBA. What's the difference? The difference is the kind of MBA I am and the kind of MBA he is. That's the only difference. Look at me, what am I? At the end of the day, believe me, it's all about your satisfaction. It's all about how you feel. It's not about how the society will judge my package or what kind of job I am in, nothing. So please, take it as one, you can take it as one lesson from my talk, that I am here to be a perfect MBA graduate Masters of Business Administration. I am here to be the perfect student. I'll give you a few suggestions. See, even my channel speaks chai or coffee. It says that there are two perspectives to life. It can either be chai or coffee, isn't it? There are so many perspectives to look at things. Let's take a student, an MBA student, and let's define him in two prospects. First perspective is as a management student, as a corporate perspective, and another one would be an industry that I would be speaking from my experience. There are 3 points each. Let me first speak of the management perspective of it, management perspective side of it. What is it that is expected from an MBA? And you're not doing a favor on anybody. It's all that you're doing for yourself. I'll be giving you 3 points. If you want, you can write it down. I believe all of you are very smart that nobody is taking down notes. If you want, you can write it down, or you can always remember these things. The first thing is your language, your speech. Very much important, not only for an MBA, for anybody. What is communication? Believe me, it is just sharing of your thoughts from your mind to his mind. That's not at all. That is not only communication. When you communicate, you just only deliver your ideas and your thoughts, rather you influence people. Just imagine, when you have to influence someone, what should be the precision, what should be the perfection in your speech and your language? Think, I'm standing here and I'm talking for hours together, you're not able to follow. Is it still communication? Communication, but I cannot influence, I fail to influence. As an MBA student, the thumb rule is, you should speak. Frankly, lift up your hands and tell me, how many of you are not confident about your speech, about your language? English I'm talking about. Frankly, raise up your hands. Okay, that's quietly a good number. We believe that after a few days in MBA, after studying, and see, I've told you in the beginning, nobody's going to help you. It's only you people who are going to practice, going to build on the skills. After a few days, we believe that when some other trainer comes here and asks you, how many of you are not confident about your language, the number should be very less. You never know, the number should be 0. We are not in a state, we are in MBA, come on. We cannot anymore say that I'm not good at my language. Now when I know that I'm not good at my language, I should improve on that. That was the first lesson. That was language and speech. Second one, guys. Be very, very firm and very, very strong with concepts. Any concept that you study in MBA, we are talking for placements, right? Let me relate, right? Let me do some favor to placements as well. So when we are talking about placements, when you enter the interview hall, when you are sitting in front of the recruiter, don't give them an option. The recruiter should not think, should I pick this boy, should I pick that girl, or should I pick this guy? The recruiter should say, I am picking him, because I have no other option left. And all of you should be that option for the recruiter. And that is only possible when you are very well grounded with your concepts. No matter what concept you study in life, any concept in MBA or anywhere, whatever you study, just don't study for the namesake of passing or getting a degree. Because come on, when you're an MBA and you come out and you're dealing with economics or somebody is speaking of some economy of the country, the first question comes to you. You are an MBA, give me a suggestion. Or can you speak something on this? We should not be in that state, we should not be in a situation where I have to say that, okay, let me Google and tell you I don't know that. That's humiliating. Believe me, that's humiliating. So you should be in a state where in any time, any point of time in your life, somebody asks you any concept of your MBA, you should be straightforward and tell, okay, this is this. So that was the second lesson. First was language and speech. Second one was your concepts, and believe me, this really helps in your recruitment, in your placements, I mean. Then the third one. Can anybody guess what's the third important thing for an MBA?
Confidence.
That's the word.
Confidence.
Huge round of applause. Confidence. If you have this thing in you, believe me, no matter you don't have stuff here, at times you don't need to have everything here, because it's not possible, humanly not possible. If you don't have everything here, you're not good at something, still you are expected to do that. How will you do that? That's only your confidence. Any point in time, never let that word get down. No matter, I don't carry my brain always, but I carry my confidence in my pocket. This is my personal experience. And nobody can influence my confidence. There are people who have told me, hey, look, you're so bad. Hey, look, you're not good at it. I said, okay, thank you. I accept it and I work on it. But that doesn't mean that they'll take down your confidence. Never ever give your confidence in somebody else's hand. The moment you do that, you come back to a big zero where you started from all across. The moment you get to know that somebody else is influencing my confidence, you are shattered. You cannot do anything. No matter how hard you want to try, no matter what heights you want to go in your life, if you don't have confidence, nothing you can achieve. So they were the 3 words from a management perspective or an MBA perspective for any MBA student or for any human being that matter. First was language or speech, second was the concepts, and the third one is your confidence. If not the two, believe me, the third one will take you through any hurdles, any difficulties in life. Now let's move on to the second prospect, that is industry. I and Supreet are already working in our own companies, in our own firms. Supreet is working for a very organized McCafe, organized corporate, and I'm working for a startup. He has been sharing his experiences, and I'll share with you some of my experiences. So look, it's all about your presence of mind. It's all about how you do things smart. There are 3 tips again here. First thing is technology. You cannot take it as a reason that saying, look, I'm not good at technology, I'm good at people skills. Even for that matter, even human resources professionals, they cannot say that I am not here to do technology. I am not an engineer. I'm an MBA. I'm a guy of humanities. I'm a psychiatrist. Does not work. The world is competitive. If you're not there, you are not there at all. All of you are expected to know your MS Office perfectly well, your data management skills perfectly well, take up this big data courses, take up everything, because see, there is a lot of data available in the market. They want people who can read it. They want people who can give meaning to that data. There is data. There are data collection systems. There is a lot of data in the market out. They want people who are in a condition to read. Just imagine, along with your MBA, if you're a data analytic expert, companies will pick you. I said it right that time. Don't leave an option. I should pick her or him. It should be only me. The recruiter, the interviewer should pick only me. That was the first lesson, that was technology. Then the second lesson is, and this is really important, this is out of my own experience, always make sure which industry you want to go to. The second point is the industry knowledge. Which sector you want to go to, what industry you want to go to, what is it in for you in that industry. Have a complete knowledge. If you are getting into IT, think why IT? Think why IT for me? Think how did IT grow all this time? Think what is the sector I'm getting into? Just because you got some nice package or some nice company, look at the sector they're working in, look at the industry they're working in, look what are they doing. Because it's not about just getting into a company, it's about progressing there, it's about your growth in the company. So that is the second point. And the third one is, any guesses? That guess was right. The third one for an industry person or an industry professional, according to you, would be, any guesses? The third point for an industry person. So yeah, speak out. You should speak out. Time management, any industry.
Attitude.
Sorry?
Patience.
Okay, all of that is right, but I believe it is.
Attitude.
Dedication.
It is your network. This is a sad reality. Things work on influence. Things work on, recommendations. You never know, right? When you have a good professional network, you never know what opportunity you come across in your life. You never know that how you get through those opportunities, how it is that something new is in the market and you have your friend there working for that company. He can always recommend you. Always build your professional network. I'll share one very quick experience of mine. And there was an activity for us when we were sitting like this in first year. And they told us, if you don't have an MBA job, what will you do? This was the question. If tomorrow you are an MBA now, Imagine you have finished 2 years in RV Institute of Management, you finished your graduation, everything is done, you are an MBA, but no job. What will you do? Any two answers. What will you do? You don't have a job. Don't tell me startups, please.
We'll connect to the alumni source.
Okay.
Professional course.
Okay. Any two answers from this side? Anybody can speak up. Okay, fine.
We do influence.
Sorry?
Influence.
You'll influence people. You'll work as an influencer. Good. Any other answers? Contact friends. That's again networking. What I told was, they told us all of you are jobless. I said, fine, best. We'll build a team. We'll do something. Because all of us are jobless, right? We are just jobless. We are not knowledgeless. We have your stuff here. We have been, I don't want to say the word. We have been doing things in MBA. We have learned. It's not that we don't have experience. We don't have knowledge. We don't have skills. They told us you don't have job. They never told us you don't have skills. You have skills. Build that network. Start up something. Again, I didn't mean that personal startup. I said start up something where you connect all of them, all of those people with similar skill set. So they were the 3 points for the personal experience. That would be your language, your speech, your concepts, your confidence, and then this time here it would be your technology, your network, and the last one was industry knowledge. Now, coming back to my slide, how many of you frankly say, how many of you are feeling that, okay, this person is marketing himself? This person is doing show off. This person has put on that slide to say that, look, I am there on so many social
Everyone.
people who all felt that this person, the moment he came, he was waiting to get on the stage and put that slide saying, yeah, I am there on Instagram, I am there on Facebook, I am there on Twitter, I have my personal handle of Insta, I have my YouTube and all. How many of you felt? Raise your hands.
Everyone.
If you would be there, I would be the first person to feel, oh, what a show off.
How can you market yourself?
I will tell you, I have the answer for that. Guys, believe me, MBA taught me this. MBA will teach you this. If you are not able to sell yourself, if you are not able to sell your idea, nobody will do that for you. If you sit in a place, nothing is going to happen. Thank you. Next time, whenever you get an opportunity, don't think what somebody will tell. Don't think that what people will tell me like, okay, come on, this is a show off. It's okay to be a show off. Until and unless you are confident about yourself. If I was not confident about all these things that I do, I would have never put it up on the screen. If you are confident about what you do, if you are confident about your skills, if you are confident about the stuff that you have in your head, put it up. Show it to people. Talk, go and explore. No matter what somebody will say, just go and explore. Until and unless you sell yourself, nobody will buy you. And come on, the reality is we all are here to sell ourselves. We all are here to sell our ideas. We cannot say that I don't want to sell myself. So you can find me out on all of these things. I am selling myself. If you want to get connected, if you want to have many more talks with me, you can always approach the management, the teachers here. I can come. I would love to come and talk to such an audience. Believe me, I was just talking to ma'am. This is an audience who are fresh out of their colleges. God, you people are tough to manage. Believe me. But then, I am surprised that this is not here. I asked her, how is it that they're quiet? Is it something like you'll be fined if you open your mouth? You'll be sued if you do something? No, nothing was told of that sort. But then I got to know that there are people who are experienced from industry, and that gave me a bit of complex. Oh wait, 6 months of experience and you're going to talk industry in front of them. But then, I told you confidence. Stand there and talk, no matter who is there. I'll tell you my job. One last example. I'm sorry, I'm taking too much time. One last example. Ma'am, I'm so sorry, just 2 minutes. Hey, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen now on. Listen, my job is, I'm working for leadership hiring. Day in and day out, I deal with people with 25, 30 years of experience. I am into leadership hiring wing. So I deal with these CEOs, CFOs, directors, business development directors, and all of those high-level elite people and the US market. Industry experts, subject matter expert, practice leaders. Just imagine if I have that complex in my mind, oh God, I'm just an MBA, entered the recruitment industry. I'm going to ask questions to those people who have grounded the industry, and just imagine if I have that complex. My call will not last for 2 minutes. My call will not last for even a minute. My calls go on for 45 minutes, 30 minutes. That's just because I throw that mental block out of my head. The moment you throw that mental block out of your head, that look, that person is something more than me and I cannot speak, believe me, wonders will happen to you. If before coming to stage, if I would have thought, oh my God, there are people with experience, I'm not going to talk, I would have never been able to communicate. I believe I was able to communicate influence, I would call it as influence some of you here. That would not have been possible if I had that complex in my mind. Never have this complex in your mind. Just, I am concluding my talk saying that please build on your language. I am here only because of my language, because of my confidence. I don't say that I was a topper in my college. I was a person in my schooling who would be the first person to kneel down. Always. So dumb in studies, believe me. But then my dad sent me to stage at a very small stage. Now don't say, okay, this guy from childhood is on the stage, so he's doing this drama here. Nothing, you're never late. You're never late, believe me. And now you're in a state, you come up here, okay? You come up here, your friends will make fun of you. Only 180, right? 180, right? 180 will laugh. Only 180 will laugh. Come up here. No matter you speak rubbish. No matter you have literally abused your grammar. I would say the word abused. You've abused your tenses. Nothing matters. Just come here. Start speaking. Anytime somebody calls you up, I am going to be the first. There should be a race. Then the trainer should be like, okay, I am not coming to RVIM Institute of Management from next time because those people there are crazy. Go crazy. Just go crazy and say, I am going to take up that opportunity because I am going to build on myself. Return on investment. You all are business babies. Return on investment. How much? 5.8? How much? 5.8 lakhs. Where is the return on investment? Is your package your return on your investment? No. Your package is not your return on your investment because you are putting hell lot of your time, energy, sacrifices. Ask me how much it takes to work for 12 hours for a company, 5 days, 6 days a week. Your package is never your return on investment for your MBA fees. Only return on your investment will be when you feel content. When you feel that, wow, what experience. When you feel that, yes, I did it in my MBA. When you feel that I am confident to stand here and address a lot of people. That would be your true return on investment. Thank you for being such a wonderful crowd. Thank you.